everybody, it's Dina, and I'm back with another video. Okay, so I'm going to be kind of whispering, so you might want to turn your volume up. It's early in the morning, but I thought I'd just come on in my pajamas and have like a nice little casual talk with you guys because I haven't been on in a while. Let's see if I can fix this. Let's see. Bear with me. This is an impromptu video. I don't know if you're cooking. Okay, that's good. Hey, Marley. So, the reason I haven't been filming that often is because this is what I look like 90% of the time. This is pajamas, but I usually put sweats on. They look just like pajamas. So I shower, put my hair up, don't even put mousse in it or my crunchy stuff, no makeup. What's the point? We're not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. And I know a lot of people feel like, I have some friends who put on their makeup and get dressed and they say they feel better. Well, that's great. I don't care. I don't care. I don't need to put makeup on and get dressed to feel better. I do it when I go out, when my normal life was I was in the schools a lot. I would go to work, go into the hockey rink. I don't want people seeing me look like this. I mean, more for them, to be honest. I mean, I don't care, but, I don't want to do that to people. But what's the point? I'm home, It's like, I don't know. If I want to and I feel the urge to, which I don't think I will. I've never been one of those people. I'm not like a makeup kind of girl. Good morning, my little girl. So I was thinking, I can't film. I got to film when I, get my makeup on or get dressed, have a good video, organize it. No. This is a very unique time we're living in right now. A very sad time. And I don't want to get into that. I don't want to be sad about it. But a very unique time. And, my channel's changing a little. I've been thinking you're going to see more real life stuff because, I kind of feel like that's where we're all at. We're all in our homes. There's still a lot of people who, I don't know how to say it without sounding rude, so maybe I won't say it. I'll skip that because I can't figure out a good way of putting it. But the bottom line is, this is real life. We're home and, I'm not making my bed every day. My house is a mess, mostly because I cannot keep up. Like usually I was in my routine. My kids went to school. I did what I had to do, cleaned. It was organized. They'd come home, they do homework or they'd go to hockey. They were home very little. Even in the summer when they're not in school, they're not home a lot. Like there's camps and hockey clinics and they go to their friends or their friends come here. But pretty much it's nonstop that they're home, me and the boys, nonstop. So it's keeping up with the house, gave that up. I'm not going to be killing myself to keep up with the house. So it's a mess. It's a mess. Maybe I'll take you on a little tour. Now, my definition of a mess, and some people's might be different. I tend to be a little bit OCD. But it's funny. I have this fight going on in myself all the time. I have an OCD brain that I like things just so. But I'm lazy. So it's this constant struggle. And I have ADD, which makes me completely unorganized. She's playing with my yarn. Oh, did I take your buddy? Yeah. This is crazy. Yeah, so the pets are loving me being home. I don't know about the cats, but the dog loves this. And they just make this all so much better. They really do. But anyway, I'm all over the place. So there's my ADD. All over the place. And the house is crazy. So my husband's still going into work, and he works in Yonkers, New York. Oh, Marley, headbutt me. And which is stressing me out because I don't know if you guys are following. New York is the epicenter. Holy cow. I was watching the numbers the other day, and I think as of yesterday, there's like over 100,000 cases in the United States, and over 50,000, I think 54,000, 52,000 are in New York State alone. So the state has half the entire country's cases. And then you have New York City, which has, I think, 25,000 cases, that they have half of the entire New York State, which makes sense. I mean, New York City is just New York City. So it stresses me out because my husband goes to New York every day, and they are, our governor, and I know lots of, Massachusetts and other governors that are close to New York are stopping cars that have New York license plates. So my husband doesn't because we live in Connecticut, but he is going to New York and coming back to Connecticut every day. So that stresses me out. But you want to know what? He came home Friday and told me that his boss's daughter has COVID-19. She's 17, so she still lives home full time with her parents. Yeah. I just don't want to get it. And I'll tell you, I know for most it's like the flu or, and I'm not, I don't want my kids to get it. I just don't want them to get sick. But I'm nervous about getting it because I've talked to people that I know personally who have it. This one particular person's in her 30s, and she's so sick with it. Like, she's on oxygen at home. She has a nebulizer. And it's bad. I mean, if she takes the nebulizer and she does that, she gets heart palpitations. And that makes it difficult to breathe. When she doesn't take it, she can't breathe. Like her chest, she just feels like she can't get air in her chest. But the doctor monitors her daily. They call to see if she needs to go to the emergency room or the hospital. But the scary part is, unless you are literally at the point where you have to be on a ventilator, you do not go to the hospital. Like, they send you home. There's not enough hospital beds and not enough ventilators. So you're home, you're scared, and you just are constantly wondering, am I breathing enough? So they have like the oxygen saturation thing to check. The doctor checks her breathing in her chest, like on the video conference, her breaths per minute, all that stuff. It's just scary. I'm not high risk, but I do have bronchial asthma. So do my kids. And I have a chronic cough all the time. Marley, leave it. Good girl. But I'm overweight too. And I've been reading a lot about being overweight definitely affects it. So, yeah. So I'm worried. And so I get nervous because my husband is, going to New York and comes home every day. I feel like if we were all quarantined, I would feel a lot better. I would just know we're in the clear and we're not going to get it because we're not out there. But he comes home every day. Now I do try and, like, he showers the second he gets home. He changes his clothes. And we don't sleep in the same room. We're using different bathrooms now. I'm just making, you might think of being paranoid, but I'd rather take precautions than get it. And to be perfectly honest, if I get it and I'm as sick as I hear these people that I know as sick, and no one could come near you when you have it, I can't imagine what would happen in this household. I'm not saying I'm wonderful. I'm not. But I do run the household. I mean, my husband can't boil water. I don't know what the kids would eat. I mean, they might all love the freedom, but forget that homeschooling thing. Anyway, so But my husband's boss is not coming back to the office until he gets, so they tested him and his wife as soon as their child got diagnosed with it. And they said that the test will take 5 days, because that's what happens if you're not a politician. It takes 5 days. Well, here anyway, or in New York anyway. And then if he tests negative, then he'll go back to the office. But that confuses me too, because she was diagnosed on Tuesday, and he took the test probably Tuesday or Wednesday. He took the test, so we should be hearing soon. But what if he didn't get it then? And now he gets it. I mean, I don't know how it works. Anyway, you definitely overthink this stuff. So let's talk crochet. I don't know if you guys remember. I showed you this yarn I got from Premier. This has been used. It's ripped, sorry. Bamboo Joy. It's 328 yards, 50% bamboo, 50% acrylic, and it's a size 3. Oh my God, I love this yarn. Love this yarn. This is going to go down as one of my favorite yarns. I should be keeping a list of my favorite yarns because I know I said that about another one recently. Which one was it? I have to look back at my videos. I know Ambient from Ice Yarns I loved. But there was another one recently that I was just so in love with. I wanted to get more. Oh, can't remember. So, Premier Bamboo Joy. Guys, you have to try this. It is so soft. It has incredible drape, really nice stiff, stitch definition. And the only negative is it knots easily. So as I'm working with it, I'm constantly having to take out knots. Now I did find pulling from the center is worse, so I just do it this way, but it does not. But if you stay on top of it and you don't let it get carried away, it's okay. The only other thing, and I wish I had an example, sometimes, let's see, it could untwist. It doesn't happen often. It just, every now and then in the ball, you'll see that it's kind of untwisting, but it's not a big deal. It works out. Okay, so I said I was going to design something with the 3 colors. These 3 colors. So I did. I'm not showing you what it is yet, but you can kind of get a peek. Say this is going to throw you guys for a loop, huh? But look at this drape. Oh, you can't tell. But oh my God, it's so soft. My God, I love it so much. Now this is not my good camera. This is my phone. So you're not going to be able to see the stiff definition that well, but it really gives amazing stitch. Why do I keep saying stitch definition? Oh my God, it's incredible. Okay, so I'll show you that when it's done. So definitely, I'm going to keep, yep, I am. I'm going to, look, Cheryl. Look. This is from Cheryl Bolt's. Bolt's bag, guys. Put a little plug in for her. Link down below. You have to get one of her bags. I'm going to be ordering more because I have never loved a bag so much, ever. I can't tell you how much I love this bag. This has everything I need by my side in it. I've been using these gloves because when I cut my pinky, it gets numb here, so this has been helping. I keep my credit card in here because if I'm at my computer and I have to get something, I have my pens in here, a highlighter, a measuring tape, 2 pairs of scissors because I'm notoriously losing. Oh, there goes one, see? A little thing of stitch markers and some darning needles. And this, another favorite of mine, our dear friend Sandy from Crochet A sent this for me around the holidays. This has darning needles in it. This is my favorite. I love this thing so much, Sandy. I have no idea where you got it. It's so cool. I'm going to show you guys in case you didn't see me open it. Yeah, so that's in my bag. Hang on, I gotta get the scissors before the cats play with them. Look at this. So this top twists off. Look at, and she gave me those needles too. This is so awesome. I love this. So this is with me all the time. Love this. Okay, so what did I grab that for? Oh, to get a pen. Guys, I'm writing this down right now. I was having my favorite homework, but this is how I design. It's just crazy. Crazy. That was the best. There's another picture in here. I don't know what I did with it. Just write down fave yarns, keep list. Because I really want to remember what that other one. Okay. Now, oh, hi little girl. She's on it. So what's the other thing I want to talk to you guys about? Oh, so I showed you guys that I was using 2 different yarn textures. The Premier Cotton with sparkle in it and the Premier Toy Box. And I did finish I made a vest and I love it. I love it. So I will show you guys that. I haven't blocked it and I'm not going to block it. I'm probably not going to block this because I'm trying to reset up my room that I can use it more. Like I'm not comfortable in it. I don't like the high table I have and I sit on a stool and it's a square table. So when I'm filming, I can't reach. I want that table set up somewhere else in that room where I could set it up to block and to cake things up. So it's set up all the time because half of my problem with blocking is taking out the blocking pads, taking out the pins, finding the spray bottle or taking out the steamer, setting it up, taking it, the laziness comes in. So if I set the table up and I keep my blocking pads on it and everything right there, I think I'll block more. And I do think things look much better after you block it, especially I think this vest definitely needs it. You'll see why. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to order another table. So if I set up the big square table I have now as a blocking table, I want to get like a white, normal, not like a bar height, which is what I have now, table to do my filming at. I made a couple of people some special stitch markers that I have to get in the mail, which, yeah, I could mail from the house. I just have to figure out so it's not too thick when it goes through the machine. Yeah, so I'm going to reset up my room. I have less time on my hands now. I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, I'm home. I'm getting all these projects done. I have so much time on my hands. Not me. My job was staying home and doing this kind of stuff and working a couple hours a day and, the kids getting home at 2:30 or Ryan getting home and then taking care of them. But the time that they weren't home and I wasn't at work, that's when I got everything done. Don't have that time anymore because they're always home. So, which, oh my God, please don't think I'm saying I don't like them home. Oh, it's a gift. So all this horrendous sadness going on, because when I think we've lost like 1,500 people from this virus in our country alone, 1,500 people died and of something that otherwise they would still be here. It's so pointless. I hate it. That's so sad, and that breaks my heart every day. But I do think of it as a gift. This time I have with my kids where I normally wouldn't have it. Now, please don't get me wrong. I'm going to be so transparent right now. They are on their video games, whatever console they're using at the time, a lot. Not during the week so much because, we definitely do. We do school, like we have school time. I don't get them up super early. Losing my voice. Sorry. Okay. My coffee got very cold. Did not expect that. We typically around 10 o'clock is when they get up because I'm letting them go to bed very late. I want them to have, I don't want this to be all doom and gloom for them. So yeah, they go to bed late. I let them sleep till 10, but by 10:30, it's let's get cracking. Can't believe I just said that. Look at my mug. My mom used to say that to me growing up all the time. I guess it's stuck. But I'm like, come on, let's get cracking. Let's get to schoolwork. And they go in their respective areas. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle room. One is in the guest room. One's at the kitchen table. And then I go back and forth to them. And that goes on till at least 2:30. My older son later than that because he has more work. And we go outside, and then we go for a walk every day. We take the dog out. We play catch with the dog. I make them do either hockey outside or baseball. And then, boom, 4 o'clock on, they have their freedom. So they're on video games that whole time. But we are having dinner every single night together as a family, which we never, ever got to do. Because as I've mentioned in my past videos, as a family with 2 boys playing hockey, our schedules are all over the place, so we never are home, the 4 of us, that dinner time. It doesn't work. So that I've really enjoyed, that every night in the dining room, sit down at the table, and we have a family dinner. Doesn't last long because they get a little antsy, but it's, 15, 20 minutes that we never would have had before. And having them with me, knowing they're home, and my 15-year-old comes in the living room or comes in the room where I am, and he starts telling me a story about the video game he was just playing. It's really a blessing. This stuff never would have had. Oh, and my 11-year-old yesterday morning, he loves cooking. He loves YouTube. He loves watching everything on YouTube. And anything he sees on YouTube, he wants to do. Excuse me. I got to get something. My cat's getting into something. No. Oh, jeez, guys. Okay, back up, Marley. Over here, Marley. There we go. Sorry, guys. Oh, hi, Chara. The other one came too. Oh my God, sorry. Marley, come on, sit. Okay, what was I saying? Oh my God, Marley, I know you guys are like, this is what you were saying. And I'm going to watch this video and I'm like, oh, that's what I was saying. Don't remember. Anyway, it's a gift. I think I was saying it was just a gift to have this time with my boys. Oh, the cooking. Yes, I got it. Okay, so Evan, whenever he watches on YouTube, he's like, Mom, I want to try this. I want to try this. So yesterday morning, he's like, I want to make these special eggs. And it was really cool. So this is yesterday morning. We separate the yolk and the white. And then you blend with a hand mixer the whites. It's like you were making meringue or something till they're stiff peaks, the foamy white. And then, so when you separate the whites and the yolk, you got to keep the yolk intact. Then you scoop out the white and you put it on a baking sheet on parchment paper, nonstick. So you scoop it. So you've got these 4 puffs of white foamy eggs. And then you scoop or you pour, however you can do it to keep the yolk. So when you do that, you kind of mold it so there's like a little like cup kind of, and you put the yolk in there. So picture it looks like a cloud, a white fluffy cloud with the yolk on it, and you bake it 15 minutes on 375, I think I did. And then the whites get a little brown. The yolk cooks. Not quite like a hard-boiled egg, a little softer. I don't like yolk, so we made a couple just whites. It was really good. And then he put seasonings on it. It was such a cool, I would have never thought of it. It was so fun. He did it. He was proud. So that's the kind of stuff that's happening that normally didn't happen often. That stuff did happen with Evan, but now it's happening almost on a daily basis. So that's another wonderful thing. So, yeah. I wish you guys could see this. Marley puts her head She rests her head on my thigh and she looks up at me, and it's just so priceless. It's just so, so cute. So yesterday was my mom's 75th birthday, and it was bittersweet because she's very high risk. She has COPD and she's 75. And she lives right up the street from my sister and my nieces. So they walked up to her house, and she has a back deck. She didn't open her door. She had the storm glass up, and they went, and then we all FaceTimed. It's like a FaceTime party, so we could all see each other. And we toasted her. I opened my Prosecco at home. They had theirs, whatever. They each opened their own, and we toasted her. And then my sister and my nieces opened my mom's presents to her on the porch so my mom could see, and then they left them out there. So we're being careful with my mom, and it was unique. It was great. So thank God for technology, I guess, because during this time we are still able to keep in touch with people. I mean, I often say to my kids, could you imagine if this happened like in the 80s or even the 90s, like before internet was the way it is, and before, we had such social media? I mean, it'd be a lot different. We're pretty lucky. Considering, I hate saying we're lucky because this shouldn't be happening at all. This is horrible. But considering the bad situation, everything could be worse, I guess. Let's see, is there anything else? Not really. What else could be possibly going on? On Friday, I had to take Marley to the vet. So that was an exciting day. You don't get out of your car. You don't go in the building. They come out. They take the animal in. They do what they have to do, and they bring them back. So she had to. She's a puppy, so she's getting her shots, and she had to get, I forget which one, but she had the first one, and then if we waited too long, that would have expired, or we would have had to do the first one again. So it was just better to get her to have them. And what else? That's it. Haven't been anywhere. Have not left this house other than that. I feel like there was something I did. Well, obviously, I went to go get my stitches out, but they couldn't do it. She looked at it over the FaceTime, and I wasn't keeping it dry enough, so it was like all pruny, and it was too moist, so it wasn't healing right. So they said this weekend, absolutely do not get this wet at all. So I said to my husband, you got to do the dishes. Oh, wow. So couldn't go there to get those out. What else? Yeah, nothing. I've stopped myself from watching too much news because I was watching a lot of news and it was giving me anxiety. So I've stopped that. I do check the news once a day. I also have like emergency alerts sent to my phone, which are mayor, which is connected to the town, which the selectman and mayor updates regularly. And so those texts I get automatically, and they give us an update. They give us an update on our town, how many cases, how many deaths, what new measures are they taking, and then they give us an update on the state. So I do get those. I have to. Wow. Yeah. When I think about the fact that we haven't been out, the last time we saw somebody was March 12th, outside of our house. Yeah. I'm trying to think. We do go for a walk once a day, and it feels like Groundhog Day, that movie. I'm not even kidding. This is no exaggeration. And I guess it makes sense because we go the same time every day because we're on a schedule. But me and the boys take the dog for a walk in our little neighborhood. It's not a big one. And every single time we do, we see the same two kids playing basketball, the same older lady, she's like 80, she lives across the street, she's out in her yard gardening, and the same woman walking her dog every time. same location, same place. And I'm like, oh God, we got to do this at a different time. It's literally like Groundhog Day. And, you wave, we stay 6 feet from the person. Well, we stay much further than 6 feet. We wave to the basketball, kids playing basketball. The lady who gardens will yell down, "Hi, Dina." And then we have like a 5-minute conversation very far away from each other. Same thing every single day. Drive me a little crazy. So yeah, I've seen those people somewhat. A wave, that's it. I mean, I don't even know who those kids are playing basketball. So yeah, I don't think I've ever in my life gone that long without having outside social contact, face to face. My girlfriend and I FaceTime each other. Thank God for her. Oh my God. She lives in town here, and her son is the same age as mine, and we both have anxiety, so it's been very helpful. I FaceTime my sister. I FaceTime my mom. Yeah, I call my mother-in-law, check in on her. She's 80. She's a powerhouse. She's wonderful. So that's it. So tell me down below in the comments, what's your day? What do your days look like during these times of being self-isolation? Just I'd really be curious. I think a lot of people are spending the day in their pajamas, maybe their sweats. That's just how I'm enjoying it. Though I've been getting less crocheting done, like I said, because my kids are home, watching TV, which I'm starting to try and watch movies and sitcoms and funny things to get my mind off of things. But I was watching too much news. But yeah, let me know what you guys are doing. How you're spending your time. Is it enjoyable? Is it depressing you? Is it causing anxiety? Has your life not changed much? Has it changed dramatically? Are you looking forward to going back to normal or not? Just let me know what it's a way to stay connected. And I'm going to film because I want to show you guys what I got. I got a couple of orders. I keep saying it and I haven't showed you, from Michaels. And I think Hobie. I want to say Hobie because I want to make a cover or just like a little square blanket, not even a blanket, but just like a throw to put on the back of my chair in my office that has all the cat claw marks on it. And I want to try new yarn. So I found some, I think, at Hobie, and I think the colors will look good in my room. So I'll show you guys that. And then I'll show you the vest. And this, as soon as this is done, that's what I'm going to film. And remember, I'm not going to be made up for you. I might look really bad. Like this, at least I put my hair up. Yeah, that's all I did. Just put my hair up. But yeah, that's just the way it's going to be. It's going to be real, guys. All right. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are handling this situation with as little stress and anxiety and depression as possible, though it is very difficult, especially if you have pre-existing anxiety and depression. It's very difficult. But, always find the silver lining, because there definitely is always silver lining. I don't want to say always, because I could think of some things that could happen that I don't see. Though I have to say, if my father was alive right now, this would be killing him. He used to get so on a daily basis with politics, and he would get so worked up and so frustrated with things that this would be killing him. He'd be so mad. He always used to say, and this is going to plug your ears if you don't like curse, but he'd say, everything's about money and everyone's full of shit. He used to say that all the time. So this would be driving him crazy. So there's a silver lining. He would not be happy right now. All right, guys, I want you to know I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. I consider you all my friends, and my viewers supporting me means so much to me. And I had planned on growing my channel really once I hit 1,000 to really try and grow it and get it great format. And this whole thing going on has delayed that. So just because I don't have as much time. So yeah, just comment down below. How are you guys spending your days in self-isolation? Are you enjoying it or hating it, or hasn't changed your life much? And let me know if you guys have, any fears, anxiety, depression, or, uh, you know, if this is really hard on you. Because sometimes reaching out to people and you could hear that they're going through the same things, and other people read comments and they could comment. It could really help. And I'm also linking down below my Facebook page. It hasn't really grown. I don't post much on it. I like posting, I like sharing other people's videos or announcements. It's a good place to do that. And then I try and post, if I finish something, a picture of it. And I'm going to try and post on there some more, maybe ask a question and have you guys answer it, just to keep communication going. I think it's really super important during this time in particular. So, guys, I love you all. Take care of yourselves. That's so important. Stay healthy. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.